Okay. All right, Chuck, we're ready up here in the booth. All right, count me in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome in, Astros fans. If you missed this weekend's games against the Yankees, not sure what you're doing with your life. 2 very exciting walk-off wins for the Astros. They get on a plane late last night, head here to Toronto, where they start a 3-game series against the Blue Jays. Real exciting series against the first place Yankees. And tonight the Blue Jays come in 20-27. The Astros record so far the 2020 season is 28-19. So they are a game back of the Rangers in the American League West. And the Toronto starter today, a lot of strikeouts so far this season, but ERA over 5, so a lot of guys, a lot of teams having some success scoring runs. We'll see if the Astros can get that. Straw's going to not get it out of the infield there on a lazy pop to the first baseman. So that's 1 up, 1 down for the Astros. Altuve preferring to hit the ball at home. You see his home and road splits there. 324 overall. Astros haven't been on the road for a while. And he takes a strike low. Falls behind 0-1. Did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just Blue Jays looking up at 3 other teams ahead of them in the American League East. Altuve fouls off that one for strike number 2. James King already with the commentary on the opposing pitcher's beard. Altuve goes out of the strike zone for that one. Count remains 0-2. Says Smoking Matt, pitcher's beard is stupid. And Chris Watson tuning in from Brownwood, Texas with the Coco money. Great look at the open-air stadium here in Toronto. One of 3 teams this season still using artificial grass. Oh, and Altuve squares that one up, but he's a little early. Count remains 0-2. That's 5 pitches now to Jose. We've got 1 out here in this one so far. A lot of strikes thrown by Shoemaker. Astros coming into this one ready to swing the bats. The 0-2. That's a ball outside.
Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature.
Beautiful day here in Toronto as we're broadcasting live from the Rogers Center. Jose goes out of the zone there. The count remains 1-2. That's going to fall low. 2-2 now to Jose.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean,
this next one will be the 10th pitch of the at bat.
Love it.
Hit on the ground.
Jose goes down and gets it, but it's not going to get to the outfield as the Blue Jays third baseman able to scoop it up, throw on to first for out number 2. Going to recognize some of the names on the backs of these Blue Jays uniforms today. Guerrero Jr., of course, Hall of Fame father, we'll get to another one of those that you probably have heard of later. So as Alex Bregman comes up 2 out here in the first, and he lets one skip in there for ball number 1. We've already had an Aflac trivia question about AstroTurf this year, James. So probably not going to be that again.
2 out, nobody on.
1-1 here to Bregman. Fastball outside, 2-1 now. Gary Simmons, your home plate umpire today.
Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that.
Here's the 2-1 to Alex.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment.
And he gets the fastball by him there. Even the count at 2-2.
Fouled away.
And that one would have been called for a strike more than likely, so Bregman fighting that one off to stay alive. 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Nobody on.
Here's another right side.
Bregman gets it into the outfield there for the first hit of the day for the Astros. So we've got a 2-out runner on first base, and the man of Alex Bregman goes down and gets that one. Going to bring up Jordan.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount.
Alvarez now tied for 3rd in the American League in home runs. Was the American League leader for most of the season, but hasn't had a home run in a while. See if we can erase that here in Toronto. That one's going to be swung through for a strike. 0-1 now to Alvarez. The Cuban import. This is first full season with the Astros. Of course, got called up last year and had a spectacular season, winning the American League Rookie of the Year award. Late on that fastball, 0-2 now. There's that dumb beard James King mentioned earlier.
Game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite.
Astros 2020 Quaranseason. We've seen a lot of weird things. Greinke, of course, rocking the Corona cut. That's going to be a ball outside. So 1-2 now to Jordan. This next one will be the Blue Jays starter's 21st pitch here in the first. The Astros seeing a lot of pitchers. Bregman back at first as they try to throw over. And the 1-2 to Jordan. He gives that a ride, but it's not going to be deep enough. Caught in left field just shy of the warning track. So that's 3 outs for the Astros in the top of the first. We go to the bottom half of the first. Astros lead 1 on 1 hit. No runs. Back with Astros baseball right after this. Astros starter today, Lance McCullers Jr. Over 500 record, 5-4, 91 strikeouts, over 55 and a third. 1 walk. 1 walk against 91 strikeouts. Pretty good. Pretty good there, Lance. Coming off shoulder surgery. Tommy John had him out for all of last season. He's pitched pretty well. Did not have a great outing last time out against KC. We'll see if he can settle down here and get him a win here in Toronto.
Taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing.
Bichette Jr., another one of the Blue Jays whose last name will sound familiar. His dad, Dante, longtime Royal. I'm sorry, Rocky.
First game of this road trip, they're going to have to smack him in the mouth right in the first inning.
The 1-1 now to Bichette. That's going to fall way outside. 2-1 now. That's struggling here early to find the strike zone. That's going to find the left field corner. 354 feet there for Bichette. That's, you got to tip your hat there. That's just going down and getting the curveball. Hits it 354. That's not very long, but that is just far enough to get around the foul pole here at the Rogers Center. Blue Jays take an early lead in this one, 1-0. Lance McCullers yet to retire a batter. We'll probably see that one again as Bichette makes his way back to the dugout.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy.
Waits on the curveball just enough.
He homered yesterday.
any earlier, and that's a foul ball. That one just loops right in there for a Blue Jays home run, so they take the early lead in this one. Lance looking to settle down here. You recognize this guy's name, Astros fans. Kevin Biggio. Of course, his dad spent his entire career with the Astros. Hall of Fame class, 3,000 hits. Holds many Astros offensive records, including hit by pitch. But Kevin's retired here for the first out in the first. And here we go again. Another one with a famous dad, Guerrero Jr. Having himself a pretty solid year, hitting right at 300 coming into today's game. He bats with nobody on and one out here in the Blue Jays first. Lance can't get the low strike call. Falls behind 1-0 here to Guerrero Jr.
High and deep down the left field line.
That's going to fall into the seats for strike number one.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. Deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times?
Correa's going to field that one cleanly, throw over to first, and retire Guerrero Jr. for out number 2. What a stupid first name, though, Chris Watson says. Vladimir? That's a neat name. Oh, Cavan? I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but let us know. You're like, Vladimir or Cavan? Which one did you think was dumb? Yes. That's a ball. Ball one. 2 outs now here in the first. Lance McCullers giving up the leadoff home run to Bichette. He's now retired the next 2 batters. And that could send us to the top of the second right there. Altuve to Gurriel for out number 3. Well, Lance gives up the leadoff homer, but gets the next 3 Blue Jays. It's 1-0 Toronto here after 1. Stick around. More Astros baseball right after this. We're back here in Toronto. Chris Watson during the break was able to verify Cavan is the stupid name that he thinks is dumb. C-A-V-A-N, Cavan Biggio. Yuli aggressive there with the first pitch, fouls it off for strike number 1. Yuli, one of 3 Astros born in Cuba. This is on the change there, falls behind early 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus, he's commanding the fastball. Really
welcome if you're watching the game live tonight. Welcome into the Astros 2020 Quaranseason. Yuli takes one that probably landed somewhere in the United States. 1-2 now to Yuli here in the top of the second. That's going to find right field, so that's a single, the Astros' second hit of the game. Yuli's on board with a leadoff single here in the Astros' second, trailing this one 1-0. And that's 11 in a row for La Pina.
I think he knows it's at 11. I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the
Josh Reddick, Saturday's hero. Altuve had 3 home runs in Saturday's game against New York. Went into 10 innings. Reddick walked it off the bottom of the 10th with a solo bomb. Hits that one pretty lazily into left center for out number 1. It's going to bring up a professional hitter, Michael Brantley, now strides to the plate. Let's get Yuli over there on first base. Looking to move him around. See if he can get somewhere deep in the corners here and score Yuli from first base. Yuli with a big lead. He's going to get caught. Yep, they got him. So Yuli caught leaning there. That's the second out here in the Astros' second. Pretty good move by the Toronto starter. Yuli just caught hanging. He was leaning over there towards second. Not sure if he was going to steal, but definitely got him crossed up there. Good call by the umpire. So Michael Brantley with an RBI taken away because he's about to go yard. He did swing hard. Swings through the changeup. 0-1 now to Brantley. Dietz family checking in. Ryan, Becca, Ethan, Owen, welcome in, guys. Glad y'all could join us. Just in time to see Brantley sky it to the third baseman there, Guerrero Jr. So that's 3 up, 3 down in an unconventional way. Astros trail this one 1-0 going to the bottom of the second. Stick around.
Now in the box,
Teoscar Hernandez, the first Blue Jays hitter today without a dad that played in the major leagues. What a chump. First pitch now. That finds the strike zone. Lance has not had a lot of first pitch strikes in his at-bats through the first inning, but gets him there. So he's ahead 0-1. That curveball is going to miss to even it up at 1-1. Ethan and Owen probably rode around on the bikes today. Looked like it was good weather down there in Houston as we're broadcasting here from Toronto.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Thanks for joining us, Dietz family. Always good to have you. Hope we can get you a win tonight here on the road against the Blue Jays. The 1-2. Gets him swinging there. So that's Lance's first strikeout of the game today. And that's one out here in the bottom of the second. Gets him with the curveball. Stubbs getting the start behind the dish tonight. Last night's hero. That one's going to get through the shift. So the Blue Jays with a runner on first here with one out here in the second inning. Astros looking to turn a double play here and end the threat.
Riding in, Reese McGuire comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Reese McGuire now stands in. Swings through the fastball, coming in at 96 here in the second inning. 0-1 now to Reese. And this is with the curveball. The curveball a little inconsistent for Lance so far in this one. We'll see if he sticks with it or goes away from it. If the Blue Jays hitters know he can't throw it for a strike, it could be, oh, no. We're going to go to first base with that one. Pulls him off the bag. He didn't know what to do there. Thought about going to second, but it was essentially a swinging bunt. Blue Jays get an easy one there. Brain fart there by McCullers. So the Blue Jays with 2 on here in the bottom of the second. Double play still in order. Lance got to shake it off. Try to retire these next 2 batters without any more damage. Gets him swinging through the curveball there. Ahead 0-2 now. It gets him looking at the curveball. Both outs of the second inning coming via the strikeout. Just freezes the Toronto batter. So now with 2 on and 2 out, the Toronto number 9 hitter steps in and also looks at a curveball. They're just amazed at how beautiful that pitch is, apparently. Lance misses with the fastball. Count 1-1 now to the Toronto 9-hole hitter. Swings through the fastball there. 1-2 now. And he strikes out the side here in the Toronto second. Great inning there for Lance. 2 base runners are left right where they are. We're through 2 complete here in Toronto. Blue Jays 1, Astros nothing. We'll be right back after this. Aledmus getting the start today at short. Carlos Correa's fine. We checked in with him pregame and we noticed he wasn't in the lineup card. Dusty said just a scheduled day off for Carlos. Aledmus with the excuse me swing. And almost gets lucky there and kind of lands in no man's land, but the Toronto Blue Jays do get the out. Upper deck looking pretty sparse here in Toronto, practicing that social distancing. There's your American League East standings. You see Toronto 13 back of New York. The Yankees losing 2 of 3 in Houston over the weekend. And here was last night's hero. A walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th to secure the series win against the Yankees. And he looks at the ball here outside. The 1-0 to Garrett. He sees a good pitch there, but Can't make much of it as Guerrero ranges out into shallow left for that one. That's two quickly gone here in the Astros third. James Deaton tuning in from Pearland, Texas. Thanks for joining us, James. Fake news, he says. Miles Straw. Fake news, I think you're referring to the fact that Garrett Stubbs can't hit a home run, especially a walk-off? No. Miles Straw getting the start today in center field as Springer also feeling fine, just scheduled day off. Fastest man in baseball. If he can get on base, folks, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be hit right at the second baseman. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the Astros here in the third. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Toronto leads this one 1-0. Right back after this. We're back here at the Rogers Center. Blue Jays second time through the order here. Bichette with the solo homer in the first, just barely getting around the foul pole there in left field. Lance gets him early here, 0-1. James Deaton able to confirm that that's what the fake news was, that Garrett Stubbs. He also probably didn't have a lot of faith in Mr. Josh Reddick Saturday. But he did confirm that the Jose Altuve 3 home run game very realistic. We have no argument there. And he swings through that one. So after a first inning home run, Lance gets him here in his second at bat via the strikeout. That's one gone here in the the Blue Jay third. Still thinking about that Yankee series. What a series. A lot of confidence for the Astros after losing a series to KC right before that. Kevin Biggio in his second at-bat of the game. Flied out to center field in his first at-bat. He takes the ball high there, 1-1. Thanks to everybody joining in live, the Astros 2020 Quaranseason. Hits a curveball pretty good, but Reddick able to range it in. Reddick got on his horse and got to that one in time for out number 2.
The third baseman,
Vladdy Jr. coming in now, that average at 298 after being retired in the first. That's going to fall through for a single, so probably hitting 300 again after that one. Blue Jays with a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the third. Lance finding the strike zone, though, with that curveball, so that's always promising. Fastball has been very crisp today. Gurriel Jr. There's the last name you recognize. His brother playing first base for the Astros. Yuli, the oldest of 3 in the Gurriel family, saying that his brother Lourdes, the most talented of the Blue Jays, of the Gurriel family. So his Major League Baseball career just blossoming, and he delivers a hit there. So we've got 2 on here. That's what we had in the second inning. Lance able to get out of that one. We'll see what he does here with 2 on and 2 out in the third. Falls behind to Teoscar Hernandez. 1-0. Misses there for 2-0 now. Teoscar probably with the green light. We'll see what Lance decides to do here at 2-0. Can't find the strike zone with the curveball. 3-0 pitch. Little squirrely here. Bum twitch time, and he walks him there. So that's a 4-pitch walk. Lance just needs to settle down. Bases full of Blue Jays, but still 2 out. You got to force at any base. Blue Jays 6-hitter Travis Shaw strides to the plate. He had a hit in his first at-bat in this one. Looking to tack on some more runs for the Blue Jays here. He comes in hitting .310. And he looks at a fastball there for strike number 1. That's going to be hit hard, but foul. So he's quickly down 0-2. Lance trying to deliver the knockout blow here. And they're going to be able to retire him at first there. Yuli flips it over to Lance, who's covering for out number 3. So the Blue Jays leave them loaded. We're through 3. Toronto 1, Astros nothing. More Astros baseball right after this. Stay with us. The Astros 2020 Quaranseason rolls on. Here at the first of 3 in Toronto. The Astros playing a nationally televised game last night, having to fly to Toronto at the conclusion of the game there in Houston. A little sluggish, but Jose says, no, I'm feeling fine. Feeling just fine, as he smokes it right back up the box for a leadoff single. Blue Jays 20 and 27 coming into this one. Astros, what did we say at the beginning? 28 and 19. The Blue Jays pitcher already with 1 successful pickoff today. Bregman had the 4th with Jose at first base and nobody out. Altuve going to be able to take second there easily on the wild pitch. So now Altuve in scoring position for Bregman. Bregman with a 1-1 count.
The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey,
the 1-1 to Bregman.
How about this? Solid strategy, except this time.
Ooh, and he grooves him one there, but Alex swings late and fouls it off, falls behind 1-2. Altuve taking the lead off second. Swings through a slider out of the zone. Started that one outside and it continued to get further and further out. So Bregman falls via the strikeout. First victim of the strikeout today. One down here in the 4th. Brings up Yordan Alvarez with a runner in scoring position. We'll see if he can do some damage. He's due, folks. And he doesn't get that one to go fair, swinging just a bit too early, falling behind 0-1. Yes, James King, we swung at that. Yeah, we're still got a little jet lag apparently. Oh, and Yuli probably got to stay in the air long enough for Vladdy Jr. Range is over. Pretty decent play for a fat guy. That's the second out. Altuve hoping to score in this one. Been standing on second base for 2 outs now, and Yuli hoping to show his brother who the better Gurriel is in this game. He bats with 1 on and 2 out. That's going to be a ball outside. I tell you, Yordan's really due. I hope he has a great series here in Toronto. He's seeing some pitches, but just can't find pay dirt. Gurriel aggressive there on an outside slider. 1-1 count now to Gurriel. But no more fat shaming, James King. That's good. That's good advice. Gurriel, of course, just big boned. Oh, the check swing, and that's probably going to be able to retire him pretty easily. Well, Altuve is left at second base. We're through 3.5 here in Toronto. Blue Jays 1, Astros nothing. Bottom third of the lineup due up for the Blue Jays right after this. Unless it's Sabathia, then it's fine. CC Sabathia, man, that guy wore pajamas as a uniform. Those baggy pants, ridiculous. Altuve to Yuli for 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Blue Jays 4th.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Next to bat for Toronto, Randall Grichuk comes into this at bat.
Lance looking to strike this batter out for the second time of the game. Curveball falls in the dirt. Behind early 1-0.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game.
Lance finding the strike zone with the fastball so far today. Curveball has been a little inconsistent, but he has gotten some guys to swing and miss at it, so we'll see how often he sticks with it. That fastball misses outside. 2-1 now to the Blue Jays 8-hole hitter.
He's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But hey, I
The
give him
2-1.
credit. He's
Swings through a fastball there to even it at 2-2. Got him looking at the fastball, so that's out number 2 here in the 4th, and the 5th strikeout of the game so far for Lentz. Blue Jays 9-hole hitter. Bats here with nobody on and 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. Curveball falls in high for a strike.
You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one
the 0-1.
Take a swing at it.
And that's swung through as well on the fastball. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Fouls off the changeup there, hitting off Stubbs, but he's fine. Fake news. He's a power hitter. Ooh, that fastball was just late on that one, but that was right down Broadway. Lance, got to be careful with the placement of that fastball. Curveball way outside the zone, but it gets him fishing. That's 6 for Lance. 6 Ks. We're through 4. Astros looking to get something going here in the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. Blue Jays up 1-0.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Heidi, what you got? Ooh, chilly. Wearing the coat today, huh, Heidi? No, that's not. I'm not clothing shaming her, James. Reddick's going to lead us off here in the 5th. Astros getting a few hits today, but can't string a couple together in the same inning. We'll see how they fare. Here as the Astros batters are coming through the second time through the lineup. Reddick might be able to drop one in there, but the center fielder is able to track it down for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Astros 5th. Again, Shoemaker brings in an ERA over 5 into this one. Does have a lot of strikeouts. Not for an Astro, but for anybody else. Brantley bats here with nobody on and 1 out. And he swings at a changeup that fell way out of the zone. 0-1 now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is.
Randall Grichuk was the draft pick right before Mike Trout. Wow. So he was picked before Trout, is what you're saying? Brantley lines one. It's short hop to the second baseman, and he's going to throw it on to first for out number 2. So, Ryan Dietz, you're telling me Randall Grichuk, I'm probably not pronouncing that guy's name, but the Blue Jays have a player that was drafted right before Mike Trout, is what you're telling us, huh? Went to Lamar, consolidated out of the Houston area. Or is that Beaumont? Oh, gosh, no. It's Houston. Aledmus, my favorite Aledmus ever. I'm yet to meet another one, but as soon as I do, I can't wait to tell him that I already have a favorite Aledmus. There's no more room. Quickly down 0-1. Swings early on the changeup there, and he's down behind in the count 0-2. Astros trailing in this one 1-0 so far in the top of the 5th. They're hitting balls hard, but they're hitting them right at guys. So 3 up, 3 down for the Astros in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom half. Top of the lineup due up for the Blue Jays. 1-0 Toronto. Be right back after this. We're back here in Toronto. Bichette, 1 for 2 so far in this one. Solo ding-dong and a strikeout so far. His home run, the only run of the ball game so far today. He's going to ground to Bregman there. He might throw him off the bag, and he does. Oh, man, it's so hard to keep this a kid's show when the guys make errors like that. But we'll press on. We'll press on. Lance going to have to get 4 outs in this one. Thanks, Alex. You owe us a ding-dong. Got to hit a home run. Make up for that one. Kevin Biggio, Hall of Fame pedigree. Kevin growing up in the Houston area, of course. His dad playing his entire Hall of Fame career with the hometown Houston Astros. Well, it's Kevin's hometown, but not Craig's. Craig from the Northeast.
Incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead.
Nobody on, or one on and nobody out here in the Blue Jay fifth.
Ball, one strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch.
And he fouls off the fastball there to go behind 1-2. So the Angels had back-to-back draft picks. Dietz is telling us they picked Grichuk and then Trout. And apparently Grichuk plays in the Ryan Dietz bowl pool. Who doesn't, Ryan? Man, I remember when that was just like 20 guys. Kevin Biggio goes down on the changeup there via the strikeout. That's one gone here in the Blue Jay fifth. 7th strikeout today for Lance. Way early on the changeup there from Biggio. Junior steps in. He's 1 for 2 today so far. And they're still in second. Garrett Stubbs with the throw, but not in time. Got a good jump there on Lance, who didn't even look over. So now they have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and a Blue Jays power hitter up. We'll see how Lance can pitch his way, hopefully, out of this one. It's 2-1 now to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Altuve able to field that one cleanly and throw on to first for out number 2. Should be out number 3. So that's 2 gone here in the Blue Jay fifth. Dietz says 490 people participated in his bowl pool last year. 490. Come on, man. We got to get to 500 next year. Yuli's brother steps in here with 2 out and 1 on. Blue Jays with a runner 90 feet away from scoring. Curveball misses low there. 1-0 to Lotus. It'll probably be selective here. Bregman with a chance of redemption with a great stab and a throw on to first for out number 3. So the Blue Jays leave a man at third. Another pitcher duel. We didn't expect this today. 1-0 Blue Jays through 5. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th right after this.
And the Astros, nothing.
Garrett Stubbs steps up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far in this one.
Garrett Stubbs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Swings late at probably what would have been ball number 1. You see Garrett having a pretty good series there in his last 4 games, hitting 400. And that's not how you do it. His swinging bunt there going to be retired easily, 2-3 for the first out here. The good news is that swings it back around to the top of the order. Bad news is that's not George Springer today. It's Miles Straw. Miles Straw seeing sparingly being played in the lineup. He's usually a pinch runner late in games. Has had a few starts for George. Ooh, and I'm telling you folks, if he gets one into the outfield, you'll see how quickly he can get to second base. 0-1 quickly here to Straw in the Astros 6th. Fouls that one away. 0-2 now to Miles. Astros really made the pitcher work in the first inning, but he's settled down. The 0-2. Ooh, that slider was close. Shoemaker says, well, I don't know where that one was. Fear the beard, he says. Oh, just keep your hands on the hips. That usually means the close calls, the umpire is going to start going your way when you try to show him up like that. Straw with the 1-2. That's falling way outside. Definitely a ball there. 2-2. No argument from Shoemaker on that one.
1 out, nobody on.
The 2-2 to Straw.
Hit out towards second.
They're probably going to be able to get him there. He's fast, but he's not that fast. So that's 2 gone here in the Astros 6th. Cool to see Cavan playing his dad's position there. Of course, not his dad's first position. He came in as a rookie with the Astros. He was a catcher. Then he was an all-star catcher, then moved to second base, became an all-star at that position. When the Astros signed Jeff Kent, he moved to the outfield. Altuve swings through that one. And promptly became an all-star center fielder as well. So Biggio, an all-star at 3 different positions. Just an incredible career. That's 0-2 now to Altuve, and he has not seen a strike yet. Oh, Astros trying to get back into this one. Only down 1-0, so they're in it. That one gets away, but Altuve's probably going to be retired. He is. So they complete the strikeout with the throw to first. 3 up, 3 down. We've said that a lot today. Seems like he's retired at least 12 in a row, maybe 9 in a row. We'll be right back. Astros losing this one so far, 1-0. Bottom of the 6th here in Toronto. Teoscar Hernandez going to lead it off for the Blue Jays. Lance with a decent game so far, just giving up the solo homer in the first inning to Bichette.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
He's ahead 0-1. Curveball still missing though for Lance today. He's gotten some batters to swing at it when it's out of the zone, but when they watch it go by, hasn't had a lot of success. There it is. That's swung through with a mighty cut by Teoscar, trying to make it 2-0 just on that swing. Lance now with the 1-2. Oh, and he doesn't pull the trigger. Evens the count at 2-2. Sticks with the curve. Oh, and a great play by Yuli, ranging. Oh, and they get out at first. Lance with a fancy footwork. Holy moly, folks. Put a blue star on that one as Yuli stretches all the way out. And then watch Lance have to tiptoe through the tulips there to get the out. Wow. Incredible play by the Astros there. Really making them work for that one for the first out here in the 6th. In the shift, Yuli able to get to that one just barely. And Lance rewards him by making a great effort to cover the bag at first. So, weird game today. It feels like the Blue Jays are ahead by more than just 1 run because the Astros haven't been able to put a lot of offense together, but still in this one, 1-0, bottom of the 6th. There's going to be another lazy fly ball to the outfield. Straw going to camp under that one for out number 2.
Now batting, number 10.
And now we're in the bottom 3rd of the Blue Jays lineup. It's hard to call anybody that's a Major League Baseball player an easy out, but these last 3 batters for Toronto. Oh. Now, folks, he probably gets the strike call there because of what Shoemaker did last inning. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Reese. That was your pitcher's fault there. But Lance will take it, and he's ahead 0-1. Oh, and he smokes it right after saying these guys were easy outs. That's what we get up here in the booth. Eaton Crow. That's a 2-out double for the Blue Jays. His 5th of the year. And he'll bat with on second base 2 outs. And a guy who's one of the 490 that participated in the Dietz Bowl Pool last year, Randall Grichuk. Dietz, you'll have to let us know how Grichuk did in the Bowl Pool. Was he at least in the top half? Curveball misses there. 1-1 now. Bregman fields it and throws to first. Yuli with the incredible scoop. What an inning for Yuli Gurriel with the glove. Gets out of that one without giving up a run. We are through 6. Blue Jays 1, Astros nothing. Let's get some hits in this inning. Time to turn it on. We'll be right back.
Stepping into the box,
Alex Bregman now, who owes us a home run. If you remember, had the bonehead error earlier in the game. Didn't cost a run. See what Alex is able to do here. Oh, and he can't wait on the slider, but he hits it a ton. And it lands foul. 0-1 now to Alex.
counts even.
That's a ball way up and outside. 1-1. This will be our Aflac trivia question inning, so get ready. Put your thinking caps on. 1-1 here to Alex. And having trouble waiting on the ball today. Way out in front of that changeup. 1-2 now to Bregman.
Looking to punch him out again. Pitch.
Gets it swinging at the inside fastball. So Bregman goes down on strikes for the first out here in the 7th. And we'll talk about that Aflac trivia question now as we look at Alex swing through that one. Perfect. What a swing. That's a Major League Baseball player. So the Aflac trivia question of the game. The Astros, one of 2 teams to play baseball in 2 different leagues. Before you guys start typing Brewers there in that YouTube feed, that's not the question. Milwaukee and Houston, the only 2 teams, Jordan ahead 2-0 here, to play in both leagues. But the question tonight from Aflac, what division have the Astros played the most number of seasons as a member of? Look at, oh, and Jordan shatters the bat, but look at this, folks. Look at this. The Blue Jays with the shift on, and Jordan's going to reach base safely. Probably the weakest hit of the season for Jordan, and he's standing there 90 feet away. Half-life trivia question again. What division have the Astros played the most number of seasons as a member of? It'll be a 2-part question.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early.
It'll be one of the leagues and then a division name. Dietz says that Grichuk got 5th in the bull pool. Usually looks at the ball low there. 5th a few years ago when Dietz paid him. He gave an autographed bat. Oh, that's pretty cool. He couldn't get Trout to autograph it, though. That's what Chris was asking. That's a great question, Chris. Yuli fouls that one foul. Fouls that one foul. Oh, man, nothing but the best today in the booth. Feeling the Monday blues. Yankees a little sluggish. Had a long flight last night to Toronto. Oh, and that one is just not a good call. It's on the outside corner, apparently. Yuli disagrees. A little low, too. He goes down on strikes. Jordan still at first with 1 out as Reddick steps up to the plate. Reddick can turn on one, put one in the seats here. Or he can not turn on one and put it into the infield for out number 2, and he does. Yes, James King, a new rule this season, you have to swing at every pitch. Oh, that's all the way, that's 3 outs already? Oh my gosh, we'll be right back. 1-0 Toronto through 6.5. We're back after we've stretched it here in Toronto. Bottom of the 7th. Astros trailing this one. Man, it's puzzling. Well, it's not puzzling. They're swinging at everything, but didn't expect this score. The way they just took 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. Lance still pitching in this one in the 7th. He's at 79 pitches. The 0-1. Oh, now that's a ball. I love the umpire. So inconsistent today. Not going to be truly his fault, but it's tough when you got to beat 10 guys and not just 9. Swings through that one there, 1-2. We got some guesses so far for the Aflac trivia question. So far, Dietz is the one that's guessed. And the Aflac trivia question tonight, what division have the Astros played the most number of seasons as a member of? And Dietz got it right. The National League West. National League West. Those are some great rivalries against the Dodgers there when they were in the same division. Bichette now bats with a home run in the first. And Lance gets him early with a fastball. Yeah, so the Astros playing in the National League West for like 19 seasons, playing in the NL Central for about 13. Been in the American League West now since 2000 and we're going to guess this live on the air. 12? Dietz, I bet you can tell us.
That's been a big factor why he's been so successful.
Lance now 0-2. Count here to Bichette, looking to retire him. And he fouls off a fastball to stay alive. Dusty hoping to get one more inning, apparently, out of Lance McCullers today. And there it is. Swings through the curveball. His 8th strikeout of the game. So McCullers pitching a good one here today. Just doesn't have the run support. Shoemaker able to get the Astros to swing at literally everything. Kevin Biggio bats with nobody out, nobody on, and 2 out here in the 7th. Oh, and he can't pull the trigger. Count even at 1-1. I don't think that looks like Kevin very much. Some of the guys look just like him. Graphically, but I think they missed on Kevin there. It's 1-2 now to Biggio. So weird to say out loud. Oh, swings through the fastball. Lance with another strikeout to end the 7th. Might have ended his game today. We'll see if the Astros can get some runs on the board and try to get Lance the dub. We're back here in the top of the 8th. Brantley going to lead us off. Looking to get some hits together here in this one. The Astros with Brad Peacock up in the pen. And going to also throw in Joe Smith, last night's winner. So Brantley bats here with nobody on, nobody out, leading off the 8th. And that's going to be just frustrating. Unassisted right there. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Not a very good broadcasting job tonight. We're pretty frustrated. Aledmus now bats with 1 out and nobody on here in the 8th.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
That's going to fall outside. Whoa. He didn't swing. Look who's up in the or the Blue Jays bullpen, y'all. Mr. Ken Giles. What? Ooh. Can't say that name. They'll fire me. Aledmus can't get the change up there. It's fouled off. 1-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man.
Oh, Chris, I forgot all about the group chat, my man. Aledmus swings through. I haven't been checking that, but yeah, y'all did get a national best in. Oh, God. Oh, he stays alive. James, I hear you. I'm not going to quote you there. I'm looking at the phone right now. Trying to make this one tied going to the bottom. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to win by a lot of runs. That would be great. 1-2. That pitch looked good. The pitch looked good. Not going to hate on Aledmus for swinging at that one. Shoemaker with his 5th strikeout of the game. Brings up Stubbs. Stubbs hoping to ignite a 2-out rally here. Watches the first pitch go outside for a ball. What's happening? That's a ball high. 2-0 now to Stubbs. They're obviously scared to scared to pitch to the Astros power hitter. Stubbs not able to get it through. Oh, I almost pulled him off the bag, but he's retired for the 3rd out. Well, the Astros going to have to get it done in the top of the 9th. Yet to score a run in this one, down 1-0 through 7.5. Be right back.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero Jr. steps up to the plate. This might be all for Lance.
The third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Brad Peacock going to stroll in for this one. 11 2/3, 19 strikeouts, 3.86 ERA over 10 appearances. And he bats now as Guerrero bats to lead off the Blue Jays 8th. They're looking for some insurance. Peacock trying to hold the Toronto lead at 1-0 here. Behind early 1-0. And he evens it up there with a fastball. 1-1 now to Guerrero Jr.
Here it comes on
Fastball hit high to left. Brantley there to catch it. One gone here in the Blue Jay 8th. There's Lance's line for the day. Hopefully he can get a no decision. Right now he's on the hook for the loss. 9 strikeouts, only 5 hits, giving up just the leadoff home run is all we've had in this one so far. 1-0. Oh, where was that outside strike when Lance was on the hill? Real Jr. batting here for the 4th time today. 1 for 3. Peacock ahead early, 0-1. Swings to the change up there to go behind 0-2. Peacock gets him with a slider. So that's 2 gone here in the Blue Jay 8th. Teoscar Hernandez now batting for the Blue Jays. Now, that was not off the plate. That was further on the plate than the strike call to the previous batter, but that's the way baseball go. Right, Ron Washington? The 1-0. Hit through the shift. We hate it. So he's on first base with 2 out here in the 8th. Stays with it. Hits it right through the shift. Fastball misses outside to Travis Shaw. Hitting 300 as of his last at-bat. That's not ball 2. Man, this pitcher, or the umpire, very inconsistent here late in the game. Peacock now behind 2-0 with a runner on first and 2 out here in the 8th. That's fouled away. 2-1 now to the Blue Jay hitter. Swings through the fastball there. 2-2 now. I don't know if that's the steal sign or not. The indicator is usually the junk. Didn't go there with that one. Fouls off the fastball. 2-2. Peacock looking to put him away here in the 8th. And he does with a fastball there. Well, the Astros got 3 more outs to get at least a run in this one. They trail this one 1-0. Only 4 hits on the day so far. We'll see if they can get the bats going. We'll be right back for the top of the 9th. Miles Straw batting 0 for 3 in this one. We're not going to let him bat, though, folks. It's going to be Springer coming in. Springer's going to hit here. George with a scheduled day off. Dusty trying to get something going here in the 9th. George hits it a ton. Is it going to go? Oh! George Springer with the pinch hit. Ding dong! Oh, George comes off of the bench and says, Dusty, I got you, my man. I got you. I'm just going to one pitch, hit it over the fence. The Astros tie it up here in the 9th, folks. 1-1 now after the solo dinger by George. The Springer a dinger. Being bat there, coming off the bench in a pitch hit situation for George. Just muscles that one the other way. Right in the Astros bullpen, they're happy to receive the ball over there. Blue Jays going to go to the pin. I hope it's Giles. I hope it's Giles. Shoemaker with a great outing in this one. Astros put the bat on the ball, but able to retire a lot of the guys. He gets an ovation as he takes his hat off there to acknowledge the crowd. Oh, yeah. Wilmer Font. Ooh, salty ERA there. 1.04 in 8 2/3. It's his 8th appearance of the young season. So Giles still out there in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Tie ball game, 1-1. Altuve bats with nobody out. He likes the first one he sees. Hits that a long way, but foul. 0-1. Just checking out the group text, making me crack up. Jose Altuve. Ball one there to Jose. 1-1 now. Oh, Giles down now. He's not warming up anymore. He's probably punching himself in the face right now as we speak. He's so mad that he can't pitch against his former team. That's going to be inside. Altuve with a great eye there. 2-1. So the Astros took him 8 innings to get going in this one. All Springer needed was 1 pitch to tie it up here in the 9th. And Altuve laces one there. That'll be a single. So 1 on, nobody out here for the Astros, who've already put 1 run across to tie this one up. Looking to take the lead now. Get something going here with Alex Bregman. Take a look into the bullpen. Osuna going to warm up. Uh-oh. What does that mean? I think Bregman's about to go yard. We'll see. He holds 1-0. Good check there by Alex. 1-0 to Alex Bregman with Altuve on first and nobody out. That's a ball. Hey, like to see the umpire calling it both ways there. 2-0 now to Bregman. Probably going to see a fastball here. He does, and he gets into it, but it's going to be right at the right fielder. Bregman's retired for the first out here in the top of the 9th. Bregman will have to wait for his next at-bat in this one if we get free baseball, or tomorrow to give us that home run that he owes us. Oh, speaking of home runs. Ooh. Number 44 on your scorecard, number 1 in your hearts. Not my Don, not our Don. Your Don. There he goes with a single. Rips it right up the middle. Altuve going to hold at second. 2 runners on here for the Astros in the top of the 9th as Jordan smokes a single right up the box. Goes down and gets that one. So they don't have Straw over there. They're going to ignore the manager suggestion there. Yuli going to bat here with Altuve 180 feet away from taking the lead, and Yuli just late on the fastball, falls behind 0-1. Toronto fan yelling, "Don't let him score!" Oh no, that could be 2. 4, 6. Oh, and just barely gets Yuli out at first. Well, the Astros are retired, but not before George Springer ties it up here in the 9th. 1-1. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning here from Toronto. Stick around.
Your attention, please.
Springer staying in the game to play center. Peacock now in his 2nd inning of work here. Dusty electing to keep him in the game to face the Toronto 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Misses there with the fastball, 1-0. Wow. Wow, this umpire apparently has dinner reservations. Gets the called strike to even it up at 1-1. The 1-1 now. That's going to be a leadoff single for Toronto. He's going to try to get 2. He's going to get there safely. A leadoff double now for Toronto. Oh man, the Astros with back-to-back walk-off wins. Really hoping not to fall via the walk-off here in this one. Blue Jays with a runner on second and nobody out. Randall Grichuk strides to the plate. Dusty going to go with Joe Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
He got the win in last night's thriller against the Yankees in Houston. Dusty looking for him to get 3 outs here without letting that runner from second score.
In his career, Grichuk Hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his
Fastball
career bat jumps off at the
gets
page.
by him there. 0-2 quickly to the Blue Jays 8-hitter. And Ryan Dietz, bowl pool participant, Grichuk. Will Brantley get to that one? He does, and it holds the runner at second as well. So one down here in the bottom of the ninth in a 1-1 ball game. Twitchy bum time.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Billy McKinney. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than
Sinker falls in there. What a great pitch from his side armor, Joe Smith.
to do something productive.
Quickly ahead, 0-1.
Second base here with one away.
Slider misses there to even the count at 1-1. Fouls that one away. Joe Smith ahead now, 1-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous.
Ooh, and he gets a, I don't know how he got to that sinker there, but manages to foul it off to stay alive, 1-2.
Got him.
Joe Smith gets him with the sinker. So the runner stays at second base for now. 2 outs now in the bottom of the ninth.
The batter.
That brings up the man who led this game off with a home run for Toronto.
Get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base.
We'll see if Joe Smith can settle in here and get the Astros to the 10th.
First pitch.
Stubbs with a great play to keep that one in front
Nice job keeping
and keep the Blue Jays runner at second base.
winning runs at second with 2 down, however.
The 1-0 finds the strike zone. I love this new strike zone. 1-1 now to Bichette.
Hit in the air down the right
Hits
field
that one a
line.
long way, but foul.
This is going to wind up a foul.
1-2. Joe Smith looking to get the Blue Jays out here in the bottom of the ninth. Oh no. Brantley able to get to it. Oh, what a play. No dive there from Michael. He's a professional hitter, not a professional fielder. We're getting free baseball tonight, guys. It's 1-1. We go to the 10th right after this. Reddick going to lead us off here in the top of the 10th.
The right fielder. Josh Reddick.
Swings late on the fastball there, but quickly behind 0-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Reddick with the leadoff single right there. Finding the outfield with that ground ball. Leadoff batter is on here for the Astros in the 10th. It took Reddick free baseball to get his first hit today, but he extends that hitting streak to 6 games. We'll leave Reddick in there. Michael Brantley bats. With 1 on and nobody out here in the 10th, Astros got something cooking. That slider misses high. 1-0 early here to Brantley.
Go ahead run at first, nobody out.
Brantley looking for his first hit in this one. Swings late on the 97 mile an hour gas. 1-1 now. And way out in front. 97 to 73 was the pitch difference there between those 2 pitches. 1-2 now to Brantley. Does that find the outfield? It sure does. Reddick, station to station. First and second now. Nobody out here in the 10th, Astros fans.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Aledmus Diaz.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Blue Jays going to go to the bullpen.
number 45.
And they've got a lot of bullpen pitchers with pretty decent ERAs. So it must be the starters that are giving up all the runs for Toronto this year. Ignore that one as well. Dusty electing to not go with Correa in this instance. Aledmus 0 for 3 in this one. Swings at a strike there, foul. 0-1 now to my favorite, Aledmus. Looking to get over the Mendoza line, batting 184. He's had some clutch hits this season, though. Swings at a high ball there. It's quickly down 0-2. Oh, and 2 now to Aledmus. Oh, that one finds the inside corner. Ledmus disagrees. Hey, the strike zone changed, guys. You got to know. You got to be watching there. That last inning, he's given the borderline now. That one does catch the inside corner. Stubbs, last night's hero, bats here with 1 out and 2 on. Oh, and he just can't wait on that one that was grooved in there. Quickly down 0-1 after the foul ball. Astros, twitchy bum time. Toronto with the infield in, so a lot of holes for ground balls to find. He's down 0-2 now to the Blue Jay reliever. Now the Blue Jays infield goes back. Stubbs gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. 0-2. The 0-2 to Garrett. Can't get to the fastball in time. That's a strikeout for Garrett Stubbs. So the Astros get 2 on. Nobody out. Now they've got 2 outs. Runners still at first and second. Going to bring up the hero in the ninth that had the ding-dong, George Springer. He bats with 2 on and 2 out. Oh, he liked that changeup. It was coming in like a grapefruit. Way out in front of that one. Down 0-1 so far. His second at-bat of the game. That was only the second pitch he's seen today, depositing the first one he saw into the Astros bullpen. Swings so early on that curveball. 0-2 now. Needs to settle down. Haven't seen a strike yet, though. Protects the plate there. Fouls it away. Stays 0-2.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Oh! Does he do it?
Down the corner.
Oh, it's going to be foul. Just foul.
Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hang on, y'all. Yeah, I think it was just have the microphone going. Trying to fix it here for you. I think we may just have radio. Nope, we got both. We're back. We're back. Oh, he swings through the curveball. Oh, and Springer going to go down on strikes after hitting a moonshot foul. Well, they're going to keep Joe Smith in. The Astros get 2 hits, but leave them both. We're through 9.5. 1-1 here in Toronto. We'll be right back. Kevin Biggio now batting. He's had a hit so far and 3 plate appearances in this one. Astros in the shift. We love to hate it. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Blue Jay 10th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This batter, he rocks the party that rocks the Vladdy. Swings through a slider there to go down early, 0-1. Joe Smith with his first multiple inning outing of the year. Dusty Baker electing to keep him in as he faces the heart of the Toronto lineup. I don't know what Vladimir Guerrero saw there, but that was a slider that was hung, and it fell in for a strike just right over the heart of the plate. Probably looking sinker. Slider came in high, broke in there for a strike. 2 out now for Joe Smith, looking to retire his 6th Blue Jay of his outing today, and that falls in for a strike to Gurriel Jr. 0-1 now with 2 outs here in the 10th. Joe Smith ahead, 0-2 now. He swings through the slider. So Joe Smith with a great inning there in the 10th. Keep the Astros alive. We go to the 11th. All knotted up at 1. We'll be right back, Astros fans. Jose Altuve leads off the 11th. Still got Osuna just throwing his guts out up there. We're going to ready and waiting him. We're going to get up somebody else. In the meantime, I'm going to get up Fromber. Get the lefty going there. Altuve batting here, the top of the 11th, leading us off. That's going to be hit deep, but he's going to get to it. Center fielder able to range over to catch that one for out number 1. And by the way, not hit deep.
The third baseman, number 2,
Alex Bregman, the man who owes us a home run. He bats with 1 out here in the top of the 11th. 1 out, 1-1 in the 11th. Come on. Get down. Never going to get down. 2 outs quickly for the Astros. Both hit hard, but right at the center fielder or within range for McKinney there. Yordan Alvarez bats now with nobody on and 2 out here in the top of the 11th. Free baseball. The Astros' second extra inning game in 3 games. Oh, Yordan can't get around on that inside fastball. He falls behind 0-1. Blue Jays with the shift on. Oh, he takes a mighty hack at that curveball, but way out in front. 0-2 now to Alvarez. 2 hits so far in this one for Yordan. Looking for his third right here with a 2-out rally. Waits on the curveball, but fouls it away. 0-2 still to Yordan. That hits him. Wow. Can't believe he didn't swing. It hit him. So the Astros with a gift there. Oh, yeah, it takes it right off the toe. Perfect. Yordan now at first base. They're going to ask us if we want a pinch run. Who is there, though? Tucker? Who would they go with here? Yeah, we're going to do it. Tucker's going to go in. Got everybody on that scorecard's got more wheels than Yordan. So Tucker going to be at first base. A pinch run situation for Yuli. Looking to hit it over his brother's head here. Yuli hits it a ton. Oh, he doesn't hit it a ton. It looked good off the bat, but that's going to be another out to the center fielder. All 3 outs to the center fielder in that inning for the Astros. Through 10.5. 1-1. We'll be right back. Joe Smith with 2 innings of work. He's going to be called back into the Astros dugout for Fromber. Nice ERA there for Valdez so far on the year, and this is his 12th appearance. He does have a save. 22 strikeouts over 15 1/3. The lefty hoping to get 3 quickly here against Toronto in the 11th. Gets him swinging at that changeup for a strike. Curveball falls in as well. Fromby so far with 2 salty pitches. Quickly ahead, 0-2. And he fouls that one off. Stays alive, 0-2. Still to Teoscar Hernandez. Stubbs calls it high. He wants it high. Oh no. He grooved it in there. Grooved it. Toronto's going to walk it off, folks. Man, he grooved it in there. Astros hard luck losers tonight here in Toronto. They go down 2-1. Springer kept them alive with a 9th inning pinch hit homer. But Toronto takes the first one here. in a 3-game set. We've got tomorrow night and Wednesday night both at 7:07 starts. Look to even it up tomorrow. That's now 3 walk-off games the Astros have appeared in a row. It doesn't look as fun with the Blue Jays doing it. We'll try to get the good guys back in the win column tomorrow night. Fromer just leaves it right down Broadway. You can't do that. And Teoscar just hits it a long way. Big boy swing there. No doubter. Astros already in the clubhouse by the time that one hits the seats here in Toronto. Is it upper deck? No. Oh, well, not quite. But the walk-off homer for the Blue Jays. They take this one 2-1. Hey, you live by it, you die by it, Astros fans. We'll be right back tomorrow night, 7:07, and also Wednesday at 7:07. That Boston series probably going to kick off a day early on Thursday night, so stay tuned for that start time. Astros hoping to get some rest before Game 2 tomorrow night at 7:07. Until then, Astros fans, we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good one, and wash your hands.